Welcome to Get Bricked. Today we're checking out another Pokemon from Mega Construx. But this time, Vulpix, I Choose You. Let's check it out. And here we have the completed Vulpix, adding to my ever-growing collection of Pokemon figures. This one, of course, from Mega Construx, we've got Set GCM73. And this one appears to be from a more recently released series of Pokemon figures, because unlike some of the last ones, we actually get a different kind of Pokeball, not the standard one. We actually get what appears to be a Premier Ball. Now, if we move Vulpix out of the way for just a moment, we can actually open up the Pokeball here. And sometimes they like to get stuck, as you've seen before. But we get a couple of studs on the top and on the bottom of the inside the ball as well. So you can secure them in there when you're using it for storage. Or, of course, you can use the top as a little bit of a display stand for the figure. Now, if we bring Vulpix back in here, Vulpix, of course, is one of the original Pokemon from the original series. We got this one, and it, of course, is a fire Pokemon. Now, I like the look of this one overall. It's very similar to the style that we saw for the Eevee. But this one, of course, they applied the rubber in a different way. We actually get the rubber for the hairpiece up here. And I think it's just because of the way mine was in the package. It kind of was like pushed in there and maybe the rubber was just sitting too long. But now it refuses to like have the hair sit down like here where it's supposed to. But who knows? Maybe that's just the style of my Vulpix. They like having their hair a little bit up a little bit more. But overall, this one looks good. And it's just a shame they didn't have a way to like close up the gap you get a little bit there in the neck. It would have been nice to see that. Of course, the Eevee was hidden with its little frill around the neck. Now, if we move it in and take a closer look at Vulpix in all of its glory, we can actually see some of the details a little bit better. Now, of course, you'll see we have the printed headpiece with the nose and the eyes printed. No mouth to speak of. But we also get the print on the inside of the ears on top there. And then also on the top of the head, we get a couple of prints on the side of that pinkish orange where it's supposed to be the hair that Vulpix has on top. So I like that they added a little bit of curls on the sides there just to kind of represent the curled nature of the hair. But overall, I like the look of this one with all the different coloring that it has. Of course, we get the kind of like more light cream colored stomach. We get the lighter brown or tan for like the rest of the main body and the head. And then on the legs, we get the darker brown, making it pop a little bit more. And then of course, we do get the, like, I describe it as a pinkish orange. I'm not sure what other color you'd call that. Maybe like a sunburst kind of color. But I like the look of that contrasting against the browns that we have here. And the tail is actually a little bit interesting because it almost feels a little bit rubbery in hand. It's not quite the same plastic we see in the other pieces. And it's not the same rubbery piece we see in like the hair pieces and like the frill pieces we've seen in the past. So it's a nice little interesting feature that it's like a slightly different kind of plastic. But I mean, overall, this figure is very posable. Just as posable, like I said, as the Eevee figure. So we can actually get a few different dynamic poses out of it, kind of make it look like it's sitting or like it's getting ready for battle and that. Overall, I like the look of this one, and I haven't really seen any of the evolution versions of Eevee at all. So it'd be interesting to see what they would do with Ninetales done up in the Mega Construx style. Maybe that has been released, or maybe it's in a different set that I just haven't seen yet. So let me know in the comments down below if you found one of those, or if there is one available, and maybe I'll keep an eye out and see if we can find one of those. Now, let me know in the comments down below which Pokemon is your favorite, and maybe we'll see if we can track that one down next time. But that's going to do it for us today. So make sure you guys like and subscribe and get that bell on, because then of course you can stay up to date whenever we release new videos. Now, before you guys go out and choose your next Pokemon, just be sure to tell everyone that you just got bricked.